just something about Kirby we all love. He's small, clueless, hungry, pink, fluffy, and completely adorable. But Kirby's character isn't all what matters in his newest adventure for the 3DS. I'm SuperGirlKels, and welcome to my review of Kirby Triple Deluxe. Triple Deluxe's story takes place on a natural day with Kirby. During his slumber, a magical beanstalk is shot up from the ground, dragging Kirby's house along into the skies. Talk about sky high. Kirby awakens not only to find out where he is, but discovers King Dedede's kidnapping, which sends Kirby on a quest to rescue him and return Dreamland back to its hard, smooth ground by traveling through 6 beanstalk lands and fight through challenging phases. The story is decent and basic, which is expected in a Kirby game, but the gameplay is where this adventure blows my mind. Like Return to Dreamland, Kirby Triple Deluxe keeps the same physics and look from the hit Wii title. Kirby keeps his movesets of running, jumping, huffing and puffing, kicking, guarding, air dodging like a Smash Bro, and being able to suck up and copy just over 25 copy abilities, including the new hats like Bell Kirby, Beetle, and my personal favorite, Archer! And the newly overpowered Hypernova Kirby. Bosses from previous Kirby titles return, but add a new and unique challenge twist to them that found myself even dying at points. The game isn't too challenging, but is so fun you'll never be bored and actually be committed to come back. Congratulations, you are now married to Kirby. Thank you. Triple Deluxe's stage designs are breathtaking and always new. It involves puzzles, secret areas, shortcuts, and items you can only unlock with certain power-ups, including Hypernova. Speaking of him, let's talk about how much improved he is over the Ultra Forms in Return to Dreamland. The Ultra Forms were dull and slowed down the game. Not only did you have to watch a 5-second animation every time you'd use them, but there was no challenges to them and led you to a race where you would just kind of, lose your power-ups in completely pointless times. Triple Deluxe's Hypernova takes every negative aspect from Nintendo's Wii and creates a god. Hypernova is damn fun. You use them until the end of the level once received, and you're constantly seeing some new things. For example, there is a section where I had to suck up 2 big snowballs and rearrange them back on their snowman bodies. But it's very easy to mess up if you're not paying attention, which can cost you a sunstone. Sunstones are the main collectibles for the story mode, which isn't too hard to find, but I think that was the point. Once you're completed 100% of the story mode, you are unlocked with an overly amount of replay value. The average length for the story mode is about 7 hours roughly. Once you complete the story mode, you have another 10 hours to work on. Not only are you forced to face off your greatest opponents in Kirby Fighters, a fighting game inspired by Super Smash Bros. Style, which you can play either against the one-player mode with computers, unlock platinum levels to complete your game 100%, or you can play against 3 other of your friends in an awesome duel with items like really free-for-all Super Smash Bros. Style! Which, by the way, you have to play with every copy ability listed to complete. One thing I didn't like about Fighters is that this should have been online. I was just kind of crying when I found out it wasn't, because I could have sworn, by money, that it was totally online. That and not all the copy abilities are listed. Only 10 of them. They can also be quite unfair, but this is more of a mini game than a serious-based fighting game. Once completed, you're off to Dedede's Drum Dash, which can be very time-consuming. 3 levels can be unlocked, which guides Dedede into a musical bass that you must clap and move along at the beat to collect points to the end of the level. A good score requires you to get to the end without getting hit, but a perfect score is unlocked when you follow the beat, jump perfectly, and get there on time without getting hit. I personally hated this section of the game, mainly because the controls are very unresponsive, which causes you to mess up and just not enjoy it in general. There's too much pressure that I just couldn't be tamed and kept quitting! But because of the total percent that I want to complete in the game, which chances are, I'll be back. Seriously, Triple Deluxe has a feel to it. You're tempted to come back every single time. I seriously have never been so obsessed with a game since the Animal Crossing series and Super Smash Bros. Dedede's Tour is unlocked once you complete the game. It acts like a time trial mode and a subspace emissary mixed together that makes you go through the entire game with DDD as fast as you can using shortcuts instead of sunstones. Finally, the arena mode, which is also unlocked after the game, that allows you to face off every boss once again in order like an all-star mode type of thing. Once completed, you unlock the true arena, which is where you face off the DX, Director's Cut, versions of all bosses. It's basically like a hard mode, where it's literally unwinnable. I still haven't done it. It's so challenging where you're used to the game being just so easy. I love it! Just when you think you're done, that 100% will not touch 100 until you collect every keychain, which is found over Street Pass and through the game. Triple Deluxe has so much to offer, with a huge variety of gameplay that will just basically never leave you bored. Especially once you take a look at these graphics. You literally get sucked in, like Kirby! This is by far the prettiest game on the 3DS that I've ever seen. It's crisp, full of life, and the animations and emotions are so jolly, happy, and oh my god, he's so fluffy! When Kirby moves, I move. That's how it feels. Not only are the graphics so stunning, but they continue in the background, creating a 3D feel in a 2D look. Enemies, shortcuts, pathways, and puzzles are in the background for you to reach. It's an everlasting adventure where you can just keep on going. It really brought out Nintendo 3DS's 2D potential. Triple Deluxe is the definition of the 3DS's 2D graphics. Oh, and what's that thing you hear in the background? Yeah, that's called Music of the Heavens. Kirby has always been known for amazing music. It's actually my favorite music in any series. There's just something about Kirby music that makes the game feel so fitting with what's going on. Triple Deluxe's does that exactly, and I highly recommend wearing earphones or turn up that volume full blast and wake up the neighbors, because it's an experience that drags you into your DS where it's gonna leave a mark in your head with this beautiful soundtrack as you leave the game. You'll literally be in class with Kirby singing in your head. Sound effects are also so fitting that make you enjoy the game every single more you hear it. Even the littlest sounds were put so much thought into it. Even like landing on a ground, jumping, grabbing a warp star, spinning out an enemy, or hitting one. Everything is gorgeous, and the effort is clearly here to show what Kirby is all about. Nintendo clearly tried bringing Kirby back to its roots, and in a new, bold way that worked perfectly. It's the perfect platforming single-player game that is made to kick down, relax, and just have a personal touch with your 3DS. It has some moments that can drive you insane, and we wish to play with our friends. It's worth the price, and that everyone should be collecting for the 3DS list that will be played over and over again until next year's Woolly World. Kirby Triple Deluxe for Nintendo 3DS receives a 9 out of 10. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that lovely review. This was the 4th in the series. As always, let me know in the comments below of what you think of Kirby Triple Deluxe. Hopefully this review inspired you to go get that game because it is great. And if you'd like to see more about it, you can also watch my playthrough of the entire game that was just done before the emissary mode. But that is it. Leave me in the comments below as well. How did I do? Did I speak well? Was I clear? Was I too loud? Too low? Probably too loud. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Visit my website, www.SuperGirlKels.webs.com for tournament streams, news, music, and more that you cannot find here. I will see you guys on Monday for Emissary Mode Part 4, where things are getting legit serious. See you guys then. Have a great week. Bye-bye.